Alright. Hi guys, welcome to my prototype video. This is for my game, The Legionnaire. It's a 2D side-scroller in the vein of Mario or Metroid, that kind of idea. I followed the textbook's guide for translating a digital game with active movement into a physical prototype, so it's a little different than the way it would be on the actual computer, but I can explain it to you and hopefully it'll make a little sense. So as you can see, I have basically a rough drawing of either the first level or one of the levels. It's no level in particular, it just has like some platforming elements. Each of these colored squares is a different enemy. These gold squares here represent coins. The red ones are health pickups. And then I also have blue ones here, which I forgot to place after my last playtest. But those would go like here, and that would be for Aether, which is the mana. Here you can see a little information about the player character. His has a movement score, which wouldn't be applicable in the digital version, but for the physical version, it helps out a little bit. He has health. In this playtest, he has 4 health to start. An Aether bar, which is basically, like I said, mana, and different abilities. For this playtest, we have Fenrir, which is like an energy beam. That one costs 2 bars. Here we have our player character here that we can move around. This represents a treasure chest, which those will be scattered throughout the game world. And up here you can see a little information about the enemies. So I have them color coordinated so you can see the Spiritus, which is like a ghoul type character, is up here. We have the Renee, which is like a acid spitting frog. Those will be down here. You'll see some more over here as well. And then I have the Canis, which are like hellhounds. They have various hit points. I've played tested them a little bit, as you can see from my scribbles. I've had to change a few things already. But basically, the Spiritus is a melee character. He can attack. He has average movement, high hit points, pretty average accuracy. The Renee doesn't move very much. He can only do 1d2 movement. He does a pretty good loot drop, and he has a ranged attack. He can go 8 squares. And then the Canis, he's more of a weaker character, a weaker enemy, I should say. He has high movement, lower accuracy, and also a melee attack. So basically, the way I have it worked out now is we do turn-based, and we roll these dice to see how they move. So I'll just show you how I've been doing it so far, and we'll see how it looks. So to start off, you look at our character's movement. He's a 1d12 as of right now. So we make that move. That can move 4 spaces. Now, since no one has a line of sight to him, except for the Canis here, he can do his movement. So he can do his movement, which is a 1d2, which I'll use this coin to represent. But you'll see that the chasm here is 3 spaces, so he won't actually be able to reach us. So he did hit. Heads is 1, tails is 2 on a coin. So he'll move 1 space, and then it'll be our turn again. So we've rolled a 10 here. So now we can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we've reached our enemy. So now we will do our attack. Right now, the Legionnaire's attack is just an attack. There's really no chance to miss for him. So we do 1d8 damage, and we only got a 1. So we look at the Canis, has 6 hit points. So I've got some scrap paper here. Canis, so we had 6, now he's down to 5. So he can attack. So the thing about the Canis is that he has a 40% chance to hit. So what that means is we're going to roll this percentage die, and if he gets 0, 10, 20, or 30, he'll hit. Anything else, he'll miss. So he rolled a 90, which means he whiffed. So now we go on to our turn, and we're going to attack him again, using our 1d8 and another 1. We are hitting like crap. So now he's got 4 HP. He gets to attack us again. So he got a 0, so he actually did hit. So that'll take off 1 of our health points. As of right now, the Legionnaire only has these health chits instead of HP. I don't know if I'm going to keep it like that in the future, but I think it'll work better in a digital setting. We'll see as I do more playtesting if we keep that. So now it's our turn again. We get to roll our 1d8. We roll, we hit a 5, knocked him out. So now he goes away, and we get to move on, progress through the level. We only got a 3 there, as you can see. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. Now our Spiritus here has line of sight on us, so he will actually do a movement, and his movement is 1d4 on our chart here. So we use this die, and we'll see if he'll come over to us. So he rolled a 2. 1, 2. And now it is our turn again for movement. So as you can see, as far as the physical prototype goes, it goes back and forth like this. You come closer, you deal your damage. Really, the big thing to do with this is 1, 2, was it 6? 4. So we're close to him, so we'll stop moving. The big thing with this is the damage, the loot drops, which I just realized I forgot to do for the Canis. When you destroy an enemy, they all have different loot tables. So the Canis actually has a 1d4 loot drop. The Renee has a 1d6 plus 2. And the Spiritus has 1d6 minus 1. So when you do kill an enemy, you get to roll for your loot and see what you get. So we'll actually do that for the Canis that I just killed before. And we'll see. So you get 3. So I've got them all here, but it's actually easier with the physical prototype to just keep track of it yourself over here. So let's just battle out this guy, and then I think that'll be good for the video to give you an idea of what I'm doing. So now that he's closer, I do the 1d8 of damage again. And I got a 7. The Spiritus has 20 hit points. He's a pretty beefy character. So we'll just do Spirit. 20 minus 7. We got 13 health left. So he does his attack. He has a 50% accuracy. So again, that'll be 0, 10, 20, 30, or 40 for a hit. And he got 40, so he did hit us. So in the beginning, you are pretty fragile. You'll take hits pretty easily, but as you gain coins, you'll be able to upgrade pretty much every aspect of the character. You'll see here, like the sword has +1, +2, +3, +4 with different gold costs for each level. And your special ability, which I'll show off right now, can also have upgrades to the damage as well. So this particular one, like I said before, it's an energy beam, and it'll do piercing. So when you shoot it out, until it hits a wall, it'll damage any enemy in its path. So for this guy right here, well, there's going to be no one else in his path, but we'll just use it anyway just to show you how it works. That'll be 1d12. And this one actually only did 2 damage, so not too powerful. So he only has 11 hit points. So I think that gives you a pretty good idea of what I'm doing here with the game. I got to tweak all these numbers, how much gold you get from the enemies and just from the world. It's all got to be tweaked just so you get enough to make these upgrades attainable. And then enemy placement's going to be a big one that I have to work on, and things like that. The chest, just to show you, I don't think we're going to get over there, but it can have up to 1d20 coins, so anywhere from 1 to 20 coins. It has a 20% chance to give you some mana, and it'll always have 1 heart in it. So most chests are going to be something like that, depending on how far along in the game you are. Anyway, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Please let me know, and thanks for watching.